What's up, guys? It's Shruzzle, and today I'm just messing around with the lances again. I'm messing around with them on my like leaderboard, like ladder comp duels build. It's pretty solid. The armor set I'm using right now still gives me uh 63 poise, which is enough to poise through pretty much. Oh, to pretty much poise through most things, right? Like most standard weapons, like lights from most standard weapons, as well as also giving me the ability to, instead of having to use the Great Jar's Arsenal, I can use Erdtree's Favor +2, which is, I mean, gets me where I need to be in terms of equip load, plus more health and stamina. Never bad. And I've got the Crimson Amber +2. I mean, HP's good, but I'll just switch it off to something else immediately after I take that damage. Maybe go to Blessed Dew Talisman, something like that. We've got the Bull Goats Talisman for whenever I go up against Halberds, I'll switch to Bull Goats. And then Bull Goats Gauntlets and Bull Goats Leggings, so I can get over that 93 poise mark, which will give you enough to poise through halberd lights. This guy's cosplay, pretty cool, pretty cool. Plus, I think this armor looks fashionable, and that's really all that matters. I've got Strength, Physic, and Crimson Bubble in my flask because most... I mean, I do think Crimson Bubble's the best. I'm using this poorly, by the way. I'm, like, kind of being dumb. It's just a roll catch. It's kind of similar to the Great Sword, except you have to be close. I'm just going to punish that jump attack. I was kind of being stupid there, just trying to do jump attacks. I don't know what I was doing them for. Definitely going with the actual mix-up is better. Jump attacks are better for either clearing distance or using them defensively. When you're actually trying to, like, mix somebody up or roll catch people, the crouching dual-wield Great Spear attack is far superior. Now the reason I'm beginning to like it more than the Uggs Greatsword poke, but not 100%. Like they both have advantages and disadvantages. That this one does like 100% more damage on counter hits, like 100% more damage. It has less range, but the range still isn't like that bad. Like still pretty decent. And with wave dashing, you should be fine with the range. And then once you're up close, like, whew, you pretty much win every trade, like for the most part, unless it's somebody else using a similar build. Or it's like maybe like somebody else using like Crossfear Naginatas or something if you're not on like leaderboard. This guy's got like, what is that? Rivers of Blood probably? Hmm. My friend here needs to level up Vigor. Oh! Yeah, that's satisfying. That really is just one-shotting somebody. If you're wondering why I one-shot that guy, it's because of, well, first off, it's because he didn't have enough Vigor. He only had 1,500 HP. And he should have around somewhere close to 2,000. I've got like both HP rings on. I've got 60 vigor. That puts me at 2,134, which is pretty good. Like that's just it's pretty solid. I mean, some people have only 55 vigor. You should pretty much always have 60 unless you're doing a hybrid build. But that guy only had like 1,500, which means I just have like 25% more margin of error than he does. So like I just have a massive advantage, and he doesn't really get that much out of it. Because damage stats just aren't as good as the first, like, 60 levels in Vigor. Just not. So I saw what he was doing. I actually respect that. No reason for me to do it like that. It's honestly dumb. Oh! Interesting. Interesting. That was dumb on my part. So I've lost a lot of health here. But... oh, that's weird. Wait, what? We're just a normal rolling attack. Rolling attack, and we have poise because he's using 2 curve swords, and 2 curve swords do like 42, or no, they do 62. They do 62 poise, and we have 63. So, or it's either 62 or 61, but we have enough with this armor to poise through it. And I knew that with passive poise. Plus, these get hyper armor because they're great spears, and dual wielding great spear attacks get some hyper armor. Pretty solid though. So basically, the reason I got cooked up there and started being really like smart and like safe, because being safe is and like passive is kind of smart a lot of the times. The reason I was kind of being passive there is because I did not expect for him to do the 3. I'm pretty sure he did 3 L1s, 3 dual wield attacks, and you know he got like 60% of my health from that because I didn't expect it. So that was a big mistake on my part, but you know, just got away, played smart for the rest of it, finished him off. Yeah, but for the most part, your bread and butter is just the jump attack and the crouch attack. So we got a Godskin Stitcher. We gotta be careful. The jump attack has got a true combo. That's a jump attack over a thrust. That's a jump attack over the thrust. Oh, 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 I love this one. Oh, I love this build. Now you could use like Storm Stomp over Flaming Strike. I really like Flaming Strike just because it really lets me when somebody's taking control and you're wanting to do an attack to like force them out. If it's any attack, Flaming Strike will be a very solid one. It really is. That lingering hitbox is nasty. Adds some AR to your weapon, and it true combos into its follow up for a lot of damage. And Storm Stomp, it's pretty good. It could be better than Flaming Strike. I'm just messing with Flaming Strike right now. For fun. Plus, I think it's pretty much just as good. It can be. I mean, Storm Stomp obviously, if they roll behind you, it's better. But if you just use them slightly differently. All right, looks like we got a cat. We got a caster. What? Dude, Estelle's wing's actually pretty cool. We're gonna wave dash on him. Alright. So yeah, basically when you're covering distance at first, the first thing you want to do is jump. Like that's the first thing. You want to get in range where you can jump, and once you immediately jump, you're within crouching distance of a hit, and that's when you jump. Like you jump as you run as close as you need to be to jump, and to be within crouching distance. We don't even have to rest at the Grace because we flawless them. Although we're still getting unable to summons because that's just, I guess we're getting trolled and it's raining. So basically, when you want to jump is when you're at the distance away, where when you jump, you'll land close enough to pressure with the crouch. And then you can just wave dash from there. Just keep up while crouching so you can do the crouch attack. And you want to do the crouch attack because it's, crouching L1 is just really fast and does a lot of damage. We need the wave dash better. We win that trade. Oh, sweet mother of pearl. How did I let that happen? No, I'm dumb. So I'm stupid. I'm stupid because I did a rolling attack when obviously he was smart to follow up. I mean, of course he would have. That was smart. So big mistake on my part. Also, I'm getting tore up by these quick weapons. I'm just not respecting it. Not respecting it. We'll see. Which is weird. I don't know. I don't usually get tore up by them like this, but just not respecting it. Because there's Peta's the straight sword one, or is that the fist weapon? Whichever one's the pure face straight sword. That was doing pretty solid damage. It really was. I mean, sure, I could have probably drank my physic, but he didn't drink his, so I just didn't drink mine. But if we were going off more of like the leaderboard ladder duels rules, I would have probably just drank my physic there. Oh, this guy seems to be a little bit laggy. See, that's when they try and come in on you, and then he's gonna roll, and he's gonna roll again. Oh, I respect that. Weird. I think he rolled and did a heavy. Very strange. So it would seem that the poise, like the hyper armor on these, is not enough to trade with Storm Stomp, like the greatsword is, which is definitely something to keep in mind when choosing between them. But the jumping attack being as strong as it is on these is also just something dude. It's such a scary thing to attack into this, because if someone's actually good at using the jump attack correctly, and they get you, I mean, you saw we did on a counter hit, we did 1,500 damage to somebody, without any kind of Royal Knight's Resolve or anything. That was just 1500 damage from just a jump attack. Oh, this guy's probably gonna leave. No? He left last time. I fought this guy a few times. That's a trade. I respect that. Ooh, that was good. Very cool. His build is interesting for sure. It's some kind of with faith intelligence build. Yep. Probably with. Oh, maybe it's like actually an Albernac. Actually, maybe. Maybe it's got a little bit of faith, a little bit of intelligence in arcane for like the Albernac staff, maybe. Because if I was using like the Bloody Thorn spells, I would use the Albernac staff for sure, and then just have like the requirements for whatever spells I want, and then use the arcane for everything else. And then maybe go in enough faith to use like 28 faith to use the dragon spell. I don't know. I haven't messed with that stuff too much. I've only messed with just pure intelligence, pure casting, and faith arcane, incantation pure casting. So we got a Godskin Stitch, probably a Frostbite Stitcher with a, just a intelligence build. Ooh. Unlucky timing. Bad on my part. That did reach him, but I think it was only one. See him roll again? See, if I was using the Greatsword, I would have traded with that Storm Stomp instead of it knocking me out. I would have also not have jumped there, and jumping there is just really good. I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't think it's better at doing the crouch mix-up than the Greatsword is, although you might be able to trade for more damage with it up close. But I do think the Lances are just the best jumping attack, pretty much. I mean, other than, like, in terms of leaderboard duels, like competitive duels, when you talk about just, like, general matchmaking where people can use Royal Knight's Resolve, when people can use Royal Knight's Resolve on fist weapons and do, like, just, like, 4,000 damage easily, then I would say that they're not, but obviously that's just broken right now, so I mean, Royal Knight's Resolve in general is just broken right now, that's why it's banned, so we don't have to deal with that, because that's just, I mean, that's broken, like, straight up. You can't have a jump attack do 4K damage. That's just not, that's not healthy. I'm sure it's not intended either. Royal Knight's Resolve in general just needs nerf, though. I'm gonna take this risk. Smart. Alright, he's doing a full sprint away. I didn't have stamina. We trade and win. That was pretty simple. But cool. I don't highly rate those dragon ones, but the first one he was doing where he just stands still and sticks his arm up in the sky, that thing does nuclear damage. Like, if that thing hits you, it shoots out in like the 4 different directions. I've had it one-shot me before. I think the Death Lightning can also one-shot you. I'm not too sure actually how much damage it does. It's never really, it's not good, but it can just randomly one-shot you, so you gotta be really careful of it. Maybe I'm not getting the value out of Flaming Strike. I could probably just, because the buff doesn't last too long, but I could probably just like pre-buff it with the Flaming Strike. Fair Death only. What was that? Nagihiba and Rivers of Blood? Fair Duels only. I see. Very interesting. So, jump attack, engagement. Some people also really misjudge the distance of your jump attack. You're jumping L1. They really do a lot, it would seem. Maybe not better players, but I guess, the people I've been playing on, like, just general matchmaking here at main gate, recently have been misjudging it a lot. You know, but you just get that jump attack, or just don't jump attack, but they still have to respect it, because, you know, they can't try and trade with you unless they make a really hard read, which is really risky and definitely still in your favor when you jump up to them and then you just crouch. And, like, even if you immediately, like, crouch and then go into your trade, you'll probably still trade with, like, most things. And then, unless they're, like, another big weapon. Like, if they're using, like, great spears, maybe not. Like, they'll not be able to knock you out of it, or like an ultra great sword. But for the most part, most things you'll be able to trade through, and you'll win the trade with these, because of Spear Talisman. Howdy. Also, with this competitive build, I'm wasting less talisman slots. Oh, I thought that might catch him. What are these? Are these there's some kind of straight sword. Ooh, he kept. See, that time they were. I mean, that's also the poise. But right there would be a situation where I'd get, like, you know, cut up by some straight swords, like the dual straight sword moveset or the dual curved sword moveset, like earlier, and they got me good. But that time, I just, like, jump. I'm just gonna jump because I know I've got the poise. And then, you know, if he does the third slash, like the last two people that did that to me did, then he's gonna get, well, hit by 1200 damage. Because, thank you, Spear Talisman and Spear and Claw Talisman with great spears. It's mind-boggling. I have my Crimson Amulet Medallion here because it's easier for me to quick swap into, you know, like Stalwart or Blessed Dew or whatever. You know, these aren't actually that good. I should probably get rid of these. They're like nerfed or something. I'm not actually sure what percentage they are, but I know they're nerfed in, like, PvP. I've got the important. You really only need Dagger and Hammer Talisman, and then these two, because you can't use Great Shield Talisman in Leaderboard. But obviously Great Shields are OP, if you guys don't already know. Bull Goats is great. Red and Blue Feathered are really, really good, and Ritual and Shield Talisman are good, but they're not really that good, because most good players in like ladder or in the leaderboard duels will hit you with, like, a Fan Dagger or something, so you can't do that. So, because they are really good buffs. But they're not really, to be honest. They don't really work out as long as you're playing against somebody that's hitting you with Fan Daggers. But these two are really top tier. Yeah, if they're pretty much, you want to switch to them if you're within the threshold of them to activate, for sure. Like 100%, they're pretty much better than everything. Although, these two slay. Even the Spear Talisman. Spear Talisman's, like, I think, one of the best. If you just have a weapon that has piercing attacks, Spear Talisman is, and they're actually, like, good piercing attacks. Also, I love that animation when the wave is just weird. Oh no, that was good timing on his part. Oh, that caught him. No, it's so free. I mean, the jump is so free. I'm being 100% honest, guys. Like, these things are awesome. Jumping attack in general is awesome. Like, even without this build, it's still worth it. Like, people do not jump attack enough because it makes it scary to come in and punish you. It does. Like, I love using, like, the whiff tech. This is one of my favorites. Hold up. After I get to pick up a sign so we don't have to get in the unable to summon adversary loop. I'm telling you, I'll trademark it. That's the loop, man. Hello? See, you know what? It's trying. It's trying me. Oh. Okay, so what I like to do a lot, specifically with the great spears, and, like, this is like dual Vikes War spears and the lances in my own personal experience, is this. Like, I haven't used tree spears yet into this, but it'll be the same. It's the same because it's the same moveset. You know, you do the running attack because it has a lot of recovery, but it doesn't really. But people always expect it to. So you know, you just kind of do this, but be smart about it with the spacing so you don't get punished, and you got to think about what ashes of war or spells they have, and you can also do it from just just like this into that, or your normal eye would be smarter because you're not trying to hit them and you use less stamina. So you do this, they come in to try and bait it, and then you trade, and then bang. Oh, and then Radon swords. I actually hope I die to Dan and Ganondorf because these things suck, and I'll be really, honestly, I'll have to respect it. Ooh, no HP. Slam it down. Okay, I think this guy is new to PvP. Oh, he's gonna get me though. Hold up. I didn't respect it. I didn't respect it. Oh no. Yeah, and then there's another thing. This is a risky thing you got to keep up with, but you do a jump attack into another jump attack because you know it's the same with like when they come to punish your whiff and get like space on you, you can punish them back. But you got to be careful with doing it with the jump attack because they take a lot of stamina. The jumping L1s take a lot of stamina. Like I can only do 3 of them. Like so 2 of them, and I maybe have like a few rolls, and then like one more like dual wield hit, and that's it. And you can crouch to get your stamina back. This is also why wave dashing is so strong, because when you crouch, you gain a lot of your stamina back. So that's another thing to keep in mind. That's why wave dashing is so good. Because every time you crouch, just get and you like this, you just get some of your stamina back, and it's great. Average nihilist. Oh, yeah, I'll let you buff. I don't mind, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it got me with it. Oh, that girl caught him. What? This guy's interesting. I knew the rolling attack was coming. I knew the rolling attack was coming. That's why I was rolling myself. That was pretty interesting, not gonna lie. But another thing I was thinking about, not regarding that guy, but when I was just doing wave dashing, because when you sprint like this, you can still do your running attack. Doing your normal, not this one. I mean, sometimes this one, sometimes the L one, because like sometimes you do want that if they keep going backwards. But other times, doing your R1 or your normal light out of your crouch, like while sprinting, is actually really good, because like if they somehow do, and this will happen sometimes, even when you're wave dashing, if they sprint away or get out of your range, you see them 180 to sprint. What you can do is like while you're sprinting like this, is do your running attack. Yeah, make sure you do it while you're doing like the crouch sprint, or you'll do that horizontal sweep, and that horizontal sweep's pretty good. If they're trying to roll behind you, it's actually a little bit better at catching people from trying to go behind you than the L1, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage, so I never try it. Oh. I'm gonna get a backstab here. Oh no, I'm not. I guess I'm just bad. Wow. Thank you, game. Thank you, Miyazaki. I definitely deserve this. Thank you. Oh, that range is deceptively long. That range is actually deceptively long. So, backstab whiffs. Am I right? Anybody? You see what happens when you backstab whiff? Like, look how in control I was before that, and then I literally got punished. I just got punished for no reason for attempting a backstab. And there's nothing, and I can't choose a back. Well, I can, because I could have done. I did want a backstabber. Like that actually was an intentional like attempt at a backstab, because when they're laying on the ground, some people don't know that they can be backstabbed still, which is cool. I mean, once it happens to you like once though, you know, but some people just stay on the ground, and so when I see them sit on the ground for a long time like that, I usually come to backstab them. But that time it didn't work out because we got backstab with. You're not gonna win like this. Oh, roll catch. That's good. And then trade. Trade, because those are just spears, and I have enough poise for that. Yep. I am a firm lover of the lances. I love them. I do. I love them so much. Like these might. It's either gonna be the great sword, like the ultra great sword, or double lances is what I'm gonna use in just like ladder from now on, or hopefully a tournament. I would love to be able to get into tournaments. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure. I thought it was like the top 16 of like each like console, but I'm not too sure. And then, there'll be other tournaments and stuff that aren't run by like the ladder or like leaderboard mods or whatever. Dude, what's this guy? I don't see this weapon often. Oh, he rolled into it. Oh, no vigor. I got honestly impatient there, and I tried to hit him with a. You can't do that. I already know these. I already know what was coming. You think I don't know these sneaky plays? One of my favorite builds is the Faith Arcane Purecaster. I know all about the sneaky beaky plays. Dragon, I think is like actually pretty decent. Like the Dragon Breath. Theodorix's Magma is like top tier. If it's either S or A tier incantation, in my opinion. It's so strong. Like, it really is so strong. Bestial Sling's S. Catch Flame's S. The Dragon Breath spells I'd probably put in B. They're like B. Theodorix's Magma's S or A, you know. But hey, what am I? Dark Souls 3 ESQ. Hey. Hello. What? I like Dark Souls 3. That's all I understand. Ooh, nice. He actually rolled it correctly. Almost did that right. Yup. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. GG. So, whenever I see people with 2 lances, I already know that they're probably using this build. Almost like always using this exact, like, these talismans, because it's just a no-brainer. That guy, I mean, he's obviously being smart. He's using his, you know, like his running attacks to, like, I mean, that's smart, but he doesn't understand that they're so, like thrust running attacks are so exposed to being punished by jumps, especially by builds that are built around it. Like, it's always, but like when you have a build that's built around it, those jumps are gonna be so punishing because, you know, they just did an attack, you jumped over it, you jumped to dodge the attack, and then because you have like, oh no, because you have claw and spear talisman, like it counts as a counter hit and a jump attack, so you just get that wild damage. Plus it's like a double attack, and like dueling is already OP. Okay, this guy's actually pretty laggy. I don't want to get bled by this though. This will be a problem if I get bled. He's gonna do a running attack. Ooh. I'm playing really safe because I don't know how laggy he is. So another thing you can do, and it kind of reminds me of the greatsword. How you can, when you use a greatsword, you either want to do the crouch poke or you want to do the running attack out of the crouch poke. Well, with this, sometimes you can do the crouch poke, and sometimes, honestly, because it's still pretty quick, you can honestly just do this, and if it'll roll catch them on because it's a different timing if they roll in the crouch poke. So that's something to be aware of. It's just another way to mix people up. Because sometimes people roll in your crouch, and sometimes they just roll on prediction, and if they do that, you can just do that straight up. And this is safer because you're doing an attack immediately, so you'll hit them. It's just a little bit safer if they try and attack into you, so it covers like a little bit more multiple options. But this is definitely superior because it's just much faster, and you can wave dash, and it'll catch most people, because I don't know if most people can react to this. Or they can react to that, but to the crouch. L1. What do we got here? Ooh, great Ipe. Commander set. It's a very good set. This guy's gonna have some poise. I'm amazed that didn't hit him. I am thoroughly confused. So this is kind of a strange thing going on here, huh? This guy's also got regeneration. So, he's bringing things that aren't allowed in leaderboard duels. Like, the fact that he's regenerating right now is why he's going to win. Honestly, that was really hard. Because he had... So he had the crystal tier. That Crimson Burst is banned in leaderboard duels and competitive duels and tournaments and stuff because it's OP. And normally in general matchmaking, I will use Crystal Burst with Crimson Bubble. Crimson Bubble is honestly very top tier, but it's allowed. And I usually use these two, but because I'm using like my competitive build, I use Strength Knot Crystal tier with Crimson Bubble Crystal tier, and that's because I have it gives me 67 strength, which is usually pretty nice, especially when I'm two-handing a greatsword, because it gets me up to like 99 with the like how the strength increases when you two-hand, and it still lets me have 35 endurance and 17 dexterity and like 60 like vigor, which I like having 17 dexterity just in case I want to switch to a Godskin Stitcher, which is nice. But that was really good actually. I mean, the sleeping arrows are really scary because of the ghost hits that they can get you on. Sometimes you won't even get hit by a single one, but you'll still get slept into like a giant's hunt or something. I've had it happen. You gotta be really careful about it. Usually when they do that, I usually try and space out and just use a bolus. So this is probably gonna be the last one, so we can keep this short. I hope my mic audio is much better than the last one. You know, something happened to it. Not sure, but I got it fixed. Messing around with the settings and everything. Messing around with the gain and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I wanted to do the Lances justice. I didn't think I did them justice from last time. Okay, this guy's got like multiple of the same curse swords, so he's gonna have different Ashes of War on each, which is gonna be important to keep in mind. I'm just gonna do this and see what happens. Okay. He's a little bit laggy. Oh, I don't know if we reacted fast enough. Unlucky, he's just getting out of range, which is good for him, on his part. Weird. He's just a little bit laggy. Watch this. Oh, he did a weapon art though. Oh, the 1290 jump punish. The 1290 jump punish. And I think that time it's either because I inputted the jump attack faster or because I had gotten stunned, my poise reset, and I was able to like poise through it the second time. But on that note, honestly, I think I've done much better than the last video. There's some really good examples of why I think I will be using the lances in any kind of tournaments or competitive gameplay of Elden Ring that I do. And I highly recommend them to you guys. Just in general, always. They're just awesome. I highly recommend them. On that note, have a wonderful day and peace.